Dr. Preston, what is the best parenting advice you've ever heard?
All feelings are welcome. All behaviors are not. That's it. Like if you were sitting there trying to figure out what to do, whether it's a tantrum from a toddler or whether or not your, teenager just went way too far when they stole the car because they desperately wanted to go to the party, but you said no, whatever it is, the feelings that are underneath it are welcome. There's no wrong feelings. We are allowed and will feel how we feel. And it's really urgent that we know that we're allowed to have whatever feelings we have. But then we still get to say the behaviors are not all welcome. That is not okay to steal the car. When I think about all feelings are welcome, I think about when my daughter said to me, she was 4 years old. She came to me and she was so upset. She said, I think God's going to be really mad at me. Now, I don't know where she even got that whole thing, but I said, tell me why. And she said, because I had this horrible thought about my sister. And I was like, oh my gosh, so what did you do? And she said, I thought about it. And what she thought was just how terrible her sister was for breaking something. And I said to her, oh, sweetheart, you get to feel and think about anything. And we all have thoughts that we would not like other people to know and feelings that we would not like other people to know. But how you act is the thing that you have to pay attention to. But just feeling those feelings, that is just part of being a person. And she was so relieved. And it was so sad. Like a little 4-year-old didn't know that you're allowed to think, I hate you. And so I just think about if you can grow up knowing that you're allowed to feel however you want to feel. How many times have you said I should be grateful? I'm going to stop thinking this way, or I'm going to stop feeling this way. And you don't even give yourself the space to have all the feelings that people have. So I want every kid and every adult to be like, oh, all feelings are welcome. But then, we don't get to do, just because we feel a certain way doesn't mean we get to act a certain way.
I think that's something that every one of us needs to do for ourselves and also in our adult relationships.
100%. None of this is really about parenting, if we're honest.